Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast for May 9th through the 15th. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up for you all in the week ahead. You might stumble upon this video after the time I mentioned. That's just fine. You're going to find it when you're meant to find it to hear the messages. Now, those of you who are watching it around the time that I'm posting it, we are coming into Mercury retrograde energy on the 10th. I know that a lot of people get scared about Mercury retrograde, but take a deep breath, ground yourself, and remind yourself of all of the Mercury retrogrades you have survived up until now in your life. You're going to be okay. One thing I do want to say about the Mercury retrograde energy as it's traveling through Gemini until the 22nd, it might be a good idea, Aries, that you not overcommit your schedule, that you keep the schedule with some downtime available for yourself, some mental health days, or times to pay attention to your mental health, to decompress, to unwind, to relieve stress. This could be very helpful at this time. But we're going to connect and see what messages are coming up here for the Aries collective. So the first card coming up for you all is the Knight of Swords. Okay. Now, this is telling us, Aries, that as Mercury retrograde is moving through Gemini, Aries may feel that effect in matters of communication. Okay, there may be some misunderstandings or disagreements or even flat out power struggles for some of you with the Knight of Swords. Oftentimes, the Knight of Swords could be somebody coming into a situation where they're insisting that their way is the best way or their way is the only way, or you may feel like somebody's coming into a situation and trying to steamroll you. But for some reason, I feel with this Knight of Swords for Aries, this feels like a bit of a, like, you feel like it's a personal attack. Like, not only is this person trying to come in and have their way or, decide how everything is going to go, you may feel like this person is trying to make you look bad in front of other people, or somebody's trying to air out dirty laundry. And this can even be in a work situation. For some of you, this could be a coworker, somebody who's coming in, and you're like, wow, like this person's crossing the line, because now we're not arguing about work stuff. Now they're like saying things about my character or who I am as a person. They may be going into a very personal territory with the way that they're coming at the situation. However, I feel like here intuitively, this is someone that's going to end up like charging. Like, Spirit is showing me like this Knight of Swords on a horse charging at you, like just charging at you, and you're not coming at them with the same energy. You're just letting them go. So they keep going, they run past you, and they end up running themselves off of a cliff. Like, they end up running off of a cliff just very blindly, because they're just so lost in their arguments and their uh stubbornness and their ego, that I feel like this Knight of Swords is trying to take you down, but they're going to end up hurting themselves, right? So Spirit is giving me a feeling or a sense like, just let this person go. Like, just let them talk, because if they talk enough, they're going to reveal themselves. If they talk enough, they're going to, put themselves, run themselves off that cliff. So don't feel like you have to get into a heated exchange. Don't feel like you have to match their energy. Just let them do what they're going to do and let them look stupid. You don't have to engage with them. But I do feel, Aries, a lot of you have somebody who's coming for you, and they're going to end up destroying themselves in that process. The next card that's coming up here for Aries is the Two of Coins. So Two of Coins can be very busy energy. It can be a lot going on. And so the Two of Coins reminds us to try to get out of our head, get out of the anxiety, So not only do you have issues in terms of communication, you are feeling the mental health aspect. You are feeling the anxiety and the worry, what people are saying about you, what people are thinking about you. So Two of Coins reminds us, hey, get out of your head. You're not a mind reader. You don't know what people are thinking. It's not relevant. Focus on the task at hand. Focus on what needs to be done this moment. Some of you are very overwhelmed because you have a lot of irons in the fire. You have a lot of things you're working on. You have a lot of responsibilities. And before you finished one task, you're thinking about the next thing that needs to be done. And then the thing that needs to be done after that. And the thing that needs to be done after that. And it's getting so overwhelming that it like you're almost shutting down. And people think you're procrastinating. You're not procrastinating. You're just overwhelmed and like you're just shutting down. Like there's just so much. I don't know how I'm going to get to all of it. So Two of Pentacles comes up to say, look, when that starts happening and that little domino effect is going on in your mind of all the things that need to get done, say, nope, stop. No, we're not talking about this right now. We're talking about what needs to be done right now in this moment, and focus on what needs to be done in this moment. Don't let your mind wander to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. One thing at a time, one item on the list at a time, and ignore that the fact that the rest of the list exists. You're going to get to it when you get to it. And just focus on one thing at a time, and just take it step by step, because otherwise I feel like a lot of you Aries this week are running the risk of getting so overwhelmed that you just shut down and people think you're procrastinating or people think you're being lazy, and you're not. I've yet to meet a lazy Aries. I've yet to meet a lazy Aries. It's just that you're feeling overwhelmed. So this is something that you can do to keep yourself from getting overwhelmed, from getting pulled into that chaotic energy. The next card that's coming in here for you all is the Eight of Coins, right? And this is pretty much confirming what we're feeling here in the Two of Coins. Eight of Coins tells us that this is not a race against the clock. There's no need to run towards some imaginary finish line, right? The Eight of Coins tells us one thing at a time. Pay attention to the details. This is the time to perfect your plan. This is the time to carve out the details. This is the time for quality over quantity. So don't rush to put things out there. Don't rush to get stuff off of your desk at work. If you're doing something in terms of self employment, business, creativity, don't rush a project just so that you can announce it and you can release it and you can put it up for sale. This is the time to pay attention to the details and to work on quality over quantity. Eight of Coins also can come up when we're kind of feeling led or guided, or there's just something in our mind that's telling us, hey, I should go learn how to do this. I should take this class or this workshop. I should strengthen my skill set and learn how to do this particular skill, or I should get this certification, or I should invest in this equipment for my business or for my financial endeavors. And maybe we're going back and forth about it. And Eight of Coins comes up to say that those investments that you make in yourself to expand your skill set, to give yourself a accreditation or certification, or having new tools or equipment to use for your projects, these kinds of investments are going to pay off for you. They're gonna deliver profit for you. So sometimes it comes up to say that this is going to be something positive. Some of you also, in terms of like you're procrastinating, you might have things on your list or things that you have to handle right now, and you're feeling overwhelmed because you don't know how to do it. You're like, I don't know how to do it. I don't have the money in the budget to hire somebody to teach me. I don't have money in the budget to hire a mentor or a business coach or employees. And so you might be feeling kind of stressed out, like you're in this uncharted territory and you're not sure how to navigate it. Eight of Coins can come up to say that the information is available to you. right? The information is available to you. So you'll be surprised what you'll be able to uncover just simply through Google searching and finding free resources on the internet that you don't even have to pay for. Other people who are telling their story, other people who are telling you, how they went about it or how they did it. Some of you may be finding YouTube videos around this subject or topic, and you're surprised that it even exists. Like, wow, this is actually here. This can be something for you all that you're finding very helpful. But I feel there's a sense here that some of you are feeling stuck and that you don't know how to do something and you feel like you can't afford to get training. And the Eight of Pentacles is saying, hey, just do a little bit of research. You'll be surprised what's available for you for free online, through the magic of the internet. The next card that's coming up here for you all is the Death card. And this is a major arcana card. So the major arcana cards always come up when we're at a significant new chapter in our life, a significant crossroads, a defining moment. So even though we're setting the intention for a 7-day period of time, when the major arcana cards come up, they're letting us know that this is a new chapter. This is energy that's going to be around for a while. Now, obviously, the Death card can be scary for some people because they see it as an end. But the Death card is associated with the astrological sign of Scorpio because Scorpio is about death and rebirth. So even though it's called the Death card, there's a rebirth element to it. One thing ends and a new thing begins, right? It's the ending of one chapter and the starting of a new chapter. But Spirit is telling me this isn't even chapters. Spirit is telling me this is whole different books. You're ending one book and you're starting a new book, right? So I feel like there's some transformation in your life, or there's some moving into something that's going to be a permanent change for you. In terms of career, Death card can indicate to me that you're coming into a new way of income. You're coming into making your money through a different avenue or through a different field, or you might be becoming self-employed and never going back to working for somebody else again, or you may be permanently ending something about a current business and revamping it and moving in a different direction with that business. So there's a sense here of one thing ending and a new thing beginning. And as I said, it's like a rebirth. Since I mentioned Scorpio, some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. There could be a significant Scorpio in your life that's helping you through these transitions or changes. If you have Scorpio placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. As I'm looking at this card, though, as I'm looking at this Death card, I do feel, Aries, that there's permanent changes coming in for you. And I feel like some of you have people, and this Knight of Swords for some of you is directly connected to the Death card. Spirit is giving me the sense. Like you may have been flirting around with an idea for quite some time. Like, oh, I'm going to do this one day. I'm going to do this one day. And you may have mentioned it to other people. And so they have this idea that when that time comes, you're going to take them along for the ride. They're going to get to be a part of it. But a lot may have happened from the time that you mentioned this till today, till now, or this week, that you get the ball rolling, that these people may have revealed themselves to be untrustworthy or incapable. And so some of you are going to deal with people who are like, oh, Aries, you're working on this, or you're doing this, or you're finally doing this, and they think that they're going to get to join you, that you're going to take them with you on this journey. And some of you are having to let these people know, I'm sorry, but that was before. A lot of things have changed. We're kind of going in different directions. So no, you're not going on this journey with me. Some of you are having to leave somebody out or some people out, or telling them that they're not going to get to be a part of this shift, or they're not going to get to be a part of this project or this business or this partnership. And it may forever sever ties between you and these people. However, okay, The Death card reassures us that this is happening because it's time for it to happen. This connection has run its natural life, it's run its natural course. Whatever was meant to be exchanged has been exchanged. And now it's time for the ending of this book and for you to start your own book, right? With whole new characters, with whole new direction, with whole new feel, with whole new. You get to decide. You get to decide, right? No, no more under the influence of others. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. There's a link in the description of the video that will take you to that page. Those of you interested in love and romance, there's a link in the description of the video that will take you to the love and romance readings for May. And I would remind you all that a lot of people have been asking me to do daily messages. So I have been posting daily messages. So be sure to check those out. Those of you who would like to start the day off with a nice little daily spiritual message. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. Take care and be well, my dears.